Oh, hi there. So, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Um, we're doing this live. I am kind of stressed because if I make a boo-boo, I can't take this back right now or edit it out. So, it's a big step from just building this, on my own pace. But right now, I just want to show you guys basically what I do when it comes to lightsaber constructions. This is the model. This is basically the, hold on, let me just dim this down a little bit. This is basically the hilt that I've been telling you about. And if you, whoever didn't know, this is a personal design. It means a lot to me because when I was a kid 10 years ago, exactly this time, I let me just see who's in the chat to say a quick hello. Hello. 10 years ago, I designed this hilt when I was writing my fan fiction as a kid, and essentially, well, hello. Okay, so we're up to date. Essentially, when I designed and drew this hilt on paper, okay, it's not exactly the way I drew it because some of the components weren't accessible at that time exactly the way I wanted them to be. So what this meant essentially is that I mean, I'm looking at it today and I'm kind of astounded that, like 10 years ago, it was just a concept, and today here it is. I'm going to be making a lightsaber out of this. I don't see a lot of people in the chat yet. I just see two of you guys, but still, let's just give them some time to accumulate, some time to rack it up. So let me just rattle my cage. Come on, guys. I've been waiting for this for too long. Let's just see. So, yeah, still no. I can wait. I can wait. In the meantime, let's just angle this down toward my workbench so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right about there. I believe that's okay. I want to wait for a little bit though, so that you guys can actually manage to catch what's going on. I can wait a little bit. Let's see. I'm still waiting. And hello to Darth David R. Glad that you could catch us, man. Thank you. So, man, looks like Monday's been hitting people pretty hard around the world. Okay, so let's just give it a minute, a little bit. How have you been doing, David? Sorry about last time I couldn't make it because, well, at this time when I was supposed to stream with you, I got home, I was out with friends, and I immediately fell to sleep. All right, let's see. Let's see. So, any thoughts on celebration? What did you think? What were you most excited for? Let's see. All right, that's good to know that you've been good, that you've been okay. Right. You know what? I'm actually thinking of, starting this process right now. And yeah, trailer to the Fallen Order game. I hear that a lot. I hear it's going to be like customizable. You can customize your character. It's gonna kind of be like Jedi Academy, but a lot of people fear the microtransactions element returning, resurfacing. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's just dig in. Let's just dive into this because the interesting stuff has not yet started. Okay, so basically, I have my hilt. How do I do my builds? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up my soldering iron. And at Dawn is in the chat. Hey man, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. So let's start this. Let me just drink some water. Let's get this done. Okay. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm basically going to disassemble this whole thing. So what you see here, the lightsaber that I bought from Saberforge comprises itself on on four main pieces. You have the pommel section, which yes, it is inspired by Luminar and Plo Koon's hilt. Sorry about that. This is all supposed to go together. Oops. This all threads in nicely. This is the pommel section. This is the main body that you can see right here. Main body. This is where the lightsaber electronics are supposed to be housed, and basically this is where everything's going to sit and rest inside the saber. The switch section, which implies that yes, this is where you have switches inside. Our two little switches that I've showcased before from the custom saber shop are going to be going in here. And of course, the emitter section where the blade and the LED housing are housed. So I have these parts. And what else am I going to introduce right now? I'm going to put these aside for now. And I'm going to show you officially what is going to be implemented in this build. Okay, so when someone builds a lightsaber for you, or you want to build a lightsaber for yourself, the first thing that you do, I'm going to start from the emitter all the way to the end, to the pommel. Right here, what I'm presenting to you guys right now, for all those who aren't familiar, this is the LED module. So basically, this is what gives the lightsaber its characteristic light. And yeah, my dad kind of tried to experiment on uh, the LED right there, but no damage has been done. It's okay. I've tested it. And as a matter of fact, speaking of testing, this is my modified tabletop vise. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to angle this just a little bit, and we're going to be testing if our LED is still alive. So I'm going to put it right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this battery test pack, and I'm going to be taking, of course, batteries inside. Now, this is mandatory. This is just, for show and tell, okay? So I have a battery test pack with two positive and negative prongs. Let me just clear up my workbench right here. So at Dawn, what did you think about Celebration? What were you most excited for? Keep those comments coming. I want to interact with you guys. This isn't just a build, So if I can get this more like this. I don't know if you guys can see the LED right now, but we're going to be testing to see if the diodes are working. That's one of the greens. It's working. It's fine. I'm going to test the other green LED, which works just as fine. And here's the white LED diode. Perfect. Okay. So there you have it. It's always good to test your LED when it comes in, because you never know, there might have been some damage, and if there's damage, you should always report it. So thankfully mine hasn't been damaged by the vendor. It's been damaged by my father. You know, dads are like, hey, you know what, kiddo? When I was soldering stuff, you were still a concept. And I'm like, Dad, there's a possibility that I might know something. But anyway, so let us let us continue. These are resistors, right? These are basically going to be resisting the flow, the current of the green dies. Now, it's not mandatory. You can skip the resistors, but for safety purposes, I always like to have resistors on just in case. This is the LED optic lens, which means that this is how the light is going to be refracted and gives the lightsaber its, luminous power, okay? Its illumination power. Now, this is the copper heatsink, right? So what this basically does is this is the base where everything comes together, and this is the housing, so you just thread it up, and this is how it goes in nicely. So, LED, the two switches, we know what they're for. Power on, off, and the auxiliary, the additional sound effects of the lightsaber. And after that, we have a battery that is going to be powering this whole thing up. And of course, the recharge port that I'm going to be going over soon. Do not fear, General Katona is here. So this is my chassis, and a quick note to my chassis about my chassis. I said that the main body of the lightsaber is where everything inside is supposed to be housed. So basically, this just slides in nicely. I just need to unthread these. So let me see what the comment section is saying. Mandalorian surprised how good it looked. Pretty excited from the footage we saw. I guess that you're right. I should have covered that earlier, but I was waiting for the Clone Wars. I did have a reaction to my trailer, but then my lightsaber came into the mail. So yeah. So yeah, Mandalorian. It looks promising. It really really looks promising because John Favreau and Dave Filoni, it's like the best guys are like a Spielberg and George Lucas dynamic. I can trust these guys. So basically, what I'm showing right now is that this chassis is supposed to go all the way inside here, and basically it's supposed to house the electronics. Now, the problem with these custom chassis that I bought from Shamim's Custom Saber Services is that they're not 100% compatible to the Saberforge main bodies. So this is a Saberforge chassis, for example, and just fits in right perfectly flush. So what I did, I had to modify one of the chassis so that I could fit everything inside there. Otherwise, this would have been a very short build. So with that being said, I think that we can introduce the next parts and components of this build. The speaker that goes at the end, and this is my soundboard. This is basically what's going to give my lightsaber life. The SD card that goes with it, and some little tools that are going to be very useful and much needed in this build. Sorry about that. Okay, so where should we start? I think that we should start obviously by doing. I want to start by from the top. Okay, so the top. Let me just put this aside for now. And now that we've heated up our soldering iron, and obviously soldering iron, what we need to do always when it comes to soldering irons is clean them up with flux. My last build that I did with my Graflex lightsaber, I had a pretty shitty soldering iron and no access to flux. So I'm just gonna put that in there and clean it, and all that smoke are the oxides being cleaned from the tip of the soldering iron. This is 0 hour, baby. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm so happy. So yeah, I've already cleaned my iron the last time I used it, so I think it's pretty clean right now. So let's just put that away. Let's just put that aside for now. Okay. I'm gonna clear up some space on my workbench. and just have the things that I need for now. Speaker, side. All right. So one of the things that I want to get started with, obviously, right now, is the LED module. I'm just going to elevate this a little bit just to give us some range. I want to solder this up, wire it up. It's really stressful, but I think that I can manage. Actually, I've done quite a few of these builds. So this is, a little tabletop hobby device that I've managed to build with some of these components that I used before, and just gonna secure that over there. Going to bring this out. There we go. So basically, copper heatsink, which means that they do get warm pretty fast, and our solder. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. I know it's kind of far, but I need to see what I'm doing as well, and I also want to show you. Every time I'm going to complete something, I'm going to show you guys. And okay, so let's get started with. Okay, the iron is hot enough, and let's do this. Come on. Oh, come on. Well, the iron is hot, but I'm still cold. Okay, it's not the best tin that I've done in years. But we got this, we got this. Just be careful not to burn that LED diode. Okay, look, that is not going to be a problem because I'm just going to melt the solder onto this eventually. So let me just extend my wire. Come on. I need to clean this up a little bit. Okay. This needs to be tightened. Okay. Come on. There we go. Is that a cold joint? Not exactly. Okay. Darn iron. Let's just examine this real quick. Nope, that's a pretty good tin actually. Okay, they may not look beautiful. Okay, they're not going to be the most aesthetic tins in the world, but as long as they work and they're not cold, then you are in the clear. And I'm a lefty, and this space does really not help that much. But okay, let's just be careful here. Okay. Let me just check the chat real quick. Get some of this weight off my shoulders. Oh, it's Miss, and hello to Miss. Kyber crystal, this one is not going to be featuring a kyber crystal, unfortunately. It's just going to be the LED module that's going to be acting as a light, but I'm more than happy to do a build like that in the future again. I just need the proper chassis. So let's just continue the build. Let me just clean my iron a bit, show you guys what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't amazing either. Okay, they may be ugly tins, but they will work, I promise. Wait, try a little trick. Just warming up the pad underneath. It's supposed to be. Okay. Now, I know it doesn't look promising, but every single LED module that I have soldered and wired up so far have been 100% operational. The reason why I'm turning this around is because I want it to be as secure as possible. Okay. Let's carry on. Let's try to get it comfortable there. Okay, let's see if any of these are cold joints right now. And make sure, just jerk them with this a little bit. Nope, they're solid. Okay. We've tinned the start pad, which means we can start the wiring process. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to be obviously needing wire, duh. And I have used green for the negative pads, for the green dies, and a long white wire for the white negative. Okay, so this is one of my favorite things. I just love stripping wire. Let me just put this aside, show you guys what I'm doing. And here we go. 30 gauge wire this is. I think it needs just a bit more. There we go. Let me just do the same for the rest. Just strip a little bit off. That's all you need, not something too fancy. No, nothing too fancy. To quote Obi-Wan. And third wire. Damn it, Shamim, you make it look so easy. But Shamim has built 700 lightsabers. I've only built like 7. So, what is next? Check the chat. Don't forget the chat. These are your people. No changes in the chat. And yeah, Don, I actually just saw this. Yeah, my smuggler did get me some crystals from Korriban, and if the Republic catches me, I'm gonna be in trouble, man. So just don't snitch me, okay? Okay, so let us start the process of wiring. You may begin the wiring process. Okay, again, onto this. Damn it, stupid little hobby mice. And if you guys are gonna, whoever sits this out from start to finish is a true hero, and will have mad props, man. So I really appreciate that you guys are, starting from the very beginning. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start soldering some of these onto their negatives. Now, to be 100% sure what you're soldering, and so that you don't make a mistake, one of the things that I like to do is I like to explain the sequence. You always start from your left, your left positive. So, for example, this positive that I'm looking for right now, exactly adjacent to that is the white LED dye. The white LED dye is always that little yellow one. And that means that the negative for the LED, of the white LED, is right here. Positive to green, negative to green. Positive green, negative green. So I already have a negative green on this side of the grip, which means that it's time to solder some wire. Okay, let's do this. Okay, it's good to have some space for you guys to operate and work on. Okay, so one of the things that you want to do, sometimes having some helping hands work. And in this case, I'm going to do that because I want to be able to have my hands free. So what I'm going to do is, another rule when you're building a lightsaber is to tin pads. Okay, so this pad has been tinned. Sorry, this and edge of the wire has been tinned. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to hold it there. Make sure that it's on the negative. And all you just need to do is take your tip of the wire like that and just melt it down. That's all. That's all. Is that all? That's all. You pull it, good joint. Now, some people make very nice, like soldering, um, they tin their pads nicely and it looks like this even mirrored glob. And mine look like Holocaust survivors. I'm sorry, no, you know, no evil remarks there, but the thing is that it could have looked better. I promise. Okay, so I don't want to make any mistakes. I think that I should have done this on the other side. Should I? Yeah, because this is when you feed it on the center hole. That's not a problem. What you just have to do, if you want to remove it again, stab this, pull the wire, and redirect it. That's all. That's all. Okay, and carefully but surely. Is that good, sir? It's mighty good. Mighty no. See, that's one of the problems with tinning. Clean your iron if you're not sure. And let's do this again. Nice and easy. I just kind of pre-tin it there. And I'm going to angle it this way because I need it to feed. I just need this a little bit to melt. Oh, that spread nicely. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dab my solder again. Just a tiny, tiny dab. So, okay, there we go. See, not a problem. Just tug it a little bit to see if stupid soldering iron, this thing is just slipping off. Not a good time to get naked iron. Okay. There we go. So you just give it a little tug, that's it. Okay, it works. So it works, it's good. Let's go on to the next one. Because I needed to feed through these holes on the side. And I'll explain that in just a second. So what you want to do is take this again and Open this up. Close. Other way, brain. Thank you. Thank you, kind sir. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. This is a really shitty tabletop device. I got it for $3.99 off of eBay. All right. Next green. And cleaning the iron again. What are we going to do? Pre-tin this. Nice and easy. Just a bit more. All right. I said the joints may not look pretty. They'll hold. All right. And it becomes a little, you see what happened now? The white, where did it go? I think it's on me. Nope. There it is. Okay. Let's just put this right here. If it gets a little crowded, just make some space. Like that. Yeah, it's like be gentle, sensitive. Pow! Oh man, this is gonna get a little tricky to maneuver. But Joan Katarn has always got the solution. Because focusing on entertainment, boy, takes a lot out of you. Okay. Nice and tight. This on the negatives. I see a joint that I'm not particularly fond of. I just don't want to hurt anything here. There we go. That's a lot better. Let's go to this negative. Put this iron down. Check the chat. Yep. See, just one person looks like it's just me and my monkey. It's okay, because you know what? In the end, I get to keep the saber. Whoa, I'm just joking. Come back. Yeah, Uncle Ethan is live, so I guess why you'd want to go. It's okay. It's fine. No hard feelings. I'm fine. I'm not crying. Okay, just hold this there. Oh man, boo boo. See, that's why I said you have to pay attention. This is supposed to go. Oh man. Damn it, Katorn. Can't edit this out now. Okay. What happened is I accidentally soldered a green onto the white. And although structurally it doesn't mean anything, I mean, the saber, if you wire things properly, it's going to work, but you just need to make sure that you're not going to make a mistake. Okay. Get that out of there. Get this into some of the flux. There we go. That's a nice joint. Okay. Bleep. All right. Just cover that up. All right, guys. All right. Everything has been soldered on. These are the negatives. Okay. This is the only kind of negativity I need in my life. So the negatives have been soldered on properly. Now we're going to be using red for the positives, but I'm going to do a little old trick that I learned. Okay, so I'm going to be connecting all of the positives and to connect them together, but I'm too chicken to do that. Should I do that? I don't know. I don't know, Katon. I don't know, man. Yeah, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. You know, am I just making myself laugh, or is anyone out there? Okay. Okay. Darth David R. Still there. Awesome. Thank you. Two. Let us check. We're going to do this. Just need to connect all of these positives together. Checking the sequence if it's correct. What I'm going to do right now, I'm taking a small piece of red wire because I'm going to interconnect all the positive pads and have them fed through one wire so that there's not a clusterfuck of wires out here. Now, if you want to be safe, you can do that. And this is some pretty advanced stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take off this tabletop. Okay. Let me just put this aside. Hey, Don, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. I'm not drunk and drunk. Kidding. I know my sense of humor is horrible, but uh, I'll make for it in lightsaber stuff. Now, this is where helping hands come in. Okay, I'm not 100%. I can pull this off without the stability of helping hands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my jaw right here. And aside from the fact, okay, there we go. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, like that, over there. So, I take one wire like this, a small little doohickey here. I'm going to make a calculation. Okay, just strip the other side too. Okay, so now I have two sides of this very small red one. Why it's important is because, like I said, I'm going to be interconnecting all of these pads together. And I have some flux here, and I'm going to just be dipping it in the flux. And I think that the correct way that I'm going to need to put this is right there. Damn. Guys, trust me, this is a lot harder than it looks. But we can manage. Okay, let's just put this one over here. Let's put this aside now. You need to make sure that you've got the proper space, that you do not fumble on anything, that you do not scramble your shit. Clean your iron. Okay. we go. Okay, perfect. And take this now. Ooh, now I want to see how I'm going to do this. But I do have my trusted little pliers here. I can angle right here. I think that I should cut that over there. I do have a pair of scissors too. Huh. Scissors kind of did the job for me. Strip that wire off. All right, let me just take this off with my fingers then. Okay. Just needs a little trimming, just an ounce. Okay, there we go. Take my trusted little pliers here. Okay. Just too short, damn it. Too short. That's not a problem, because I'm gonna manage. All you need is just the connection. Okay, we made the connection. Doesn't look pretty, but you'll hold. Okay, the next wire is going to be exactly almost the same length. So this time I have to do this 100% accurate. So just snip this off. This. See where I want it to be. Goes go like that. There we go. Okay. Positives. Get all this shit off my desk. Okay. So the LED is no longer in a central position. So I'm gonna just have to take this crap, put it aside from now, and center the whole damn thing. And there we go. There we have it. Just gonna need a wire, tin it. Just add a little extra blob. Oh, for the love of. Okay, got soldered on, but I'm sorry. It's just not easy. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solder those two down together right now. All right, not pretty, but it'll hold. Okay, so we connected two positives out of three, and two positives out of three. Just a little trim. Okay, squeeze that off. Okay. Let me just bend this so that it doesn't get in the way of the optics. And there we have it, nicely. Very nicely into position. Okay. Get this out of the way. Usually the messiest thing to do is the LED itself. To make sure that these two aren't touching. Okay. These two are touching. We're screwed. Let me just put this in the light. No evidence of them touching. Okay. And again, a third one. Or should I not? I've got all of these connected. Yeah, they're all connected actually. It's fine. They are all connected in the great circle of life. Okay. Damn it. Oh, damn it. See, I applied too much heat on this last one. It's like your teeth kind of falling out in public. I'll just glob that back on. I think that went better than the first time. Let's just give it a tug. See, one word of advice is when you're working with an LED heatsink and you're soldering and you're consistently soldering a pad that could have been successfully soldered and been like a normal joint due to the heat accumulated. If I touch this right now, it's quite hot. So you want to let your copper heatsink base to cool down so that you can continue soldering. Uh, but aren't the reds connected? Yes, they are. Yes, they are, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just check the chat. Can I take a minute? I think that you guys are cool enough for me to take a minute because I want to drink a little bit of malt beer. Okay. Oops. All right. I mean, if you focus on this too hard, it does. Trust me, guys. It's not easy to take this all in one hit. You just need to see how this is bridged. Sorry for going silent, but man, I'm thirsty. Okay. All right. Now that this thing has kind of cooled down a little bit, okay, I'm just taking a look at it. It's gonna work. Yeah, ugly, ugly soldering, but it's gonna hold all of this holding so far. This is connected to that, so I don't need to do a third wire. I can take the longest right now, actually. It hasn't fallen down. There it is. Oh, it fell down. Sorry about that. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is now, all of these have been connected, and I'm going to take one common positive. Okay, because this one's feeding here, this one's feeding here. Yeah, I guess that my physics are right. So let's continue. Now this copper heatsink base is a little cool. Okay. Okay, so let's just take that wire out here. Let's continue soldering. Right, guys. Come on. Just. Oh, let me get my phone out of the way. That's what's causing all this drag. All right. Now, I said my joints are not that pretty, but I believe that they will hold. Okay, we're going to need to feed these. We've done this. Okay, it doesn't look pretty, but it's going to work. What we're going to need to do right now is take these wires and feed them to the sides. But before we do that, I'm going to be taking some of my thermal paste, my trusted thermal paste. And why? Is because there's going to be a lot of heat generated from those LED dyes. This is the copper heatsink base. So what you want to do, just take this away for now, put the solder over there. You can take a lint-free cloth, which is best advised for these situations. Let me just take my helping hands out of here for a second, and let me just show you. Okay, switch over here, everything's scattered. Anyway, so I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol because it has a huge thumbprint on, and if you want your adhesive to work properly, be it a thermal star pad or your thermal paste, I prefer with thermal paste because this is computer grade and it always works. You want to make sure that it's nice and squeaky clean, like this over here. because copper is a porous material and you want everything to stick properly. It has to shine like the bronze medal in the Olympics, okay? I think that's shiny enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put this cloth aside and I'm going to take these wires and I'm going to feed them in these holes. That's what these holes are for. One green. Okay, then take the red, for example, and feed it through like to make sure, 100% sure. Like this, then the white is going to go into the adjacent one. And I know that they're kind of long, but it's better to have long wire than to have it too short, like in that instance. And then take this and feed it right here. And now there are other copper heat sinks, like in my other video, where they have a hole in the middle. That's a lot easier to do. It's a lot easier to go with. I'm thinking on my feet as this is done. Okay. Did I intertwine? Did I mix anything? Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. Get that red out of there very gently. All right, I'm just angling this to see how I'm going to basically adhere my paste. And just get this up a little bit. You do not want your wire to be pinched or bunch up. Just give them some space, people. Okay, now that this is like this, what I'm going to do is a Qatar classic. I'm going to put this to rest over here like this. And I'm going to be taking my thermal paste. Okay, usually thermal paste has this fluid that comes out at first. I always discard the first bit, and with a toothpick or something better to dab it on, I take just a bit, just enough. There we go. Okay. And you aim it exactly underneath the diode. So this one's going to be here. Not too much. It doesn't have to be extravagant. And a word of caution. Thermal paste can be a little stringy, and you want to do that as fast as you can. It's like don't hurry, but don't dawdle. And the rest go that side. Last one. Last dip. Okay, that's a little too much. I have this little dish here. All right. Cool thing with the thermal star, sorry, the adhesive, I actually gave it away. This thing can also double up as an adhesive. So just pull these slightly down like this. Make sure you do not pinch any wires. Angle this 100% properly. Only get one shot at this. Okay, and start pushing down. I'll try and center this. Mother. flour. Damn it, man. Okay, and just push. I'll make sure that this is in the center. And slowly, from every angle, you just push. Very, very carefully. Or a good idea, now that I just thought of it, to use the optic lens. Awesome. That is the optic lens that goes up there. Voila. This has a thing in the back. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this screwdriver, precision screwdriver. Hope this is angled in the middle. Oh man. That's what I was afraid of. Let me just unthread this a little bit. Give time to maybe angle this because this did not go in 100% straight. It's a little askew because I didn't put it in properly. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this down. And I'm kind of eyeballing this right now. I'm going to explain to you guys why in a second. Because I want this to go in straight. Now that I see it, it looks good. So now I can thread this. That's your LED module. And let's test to see. No, I don't think that we should test it right now. I'm going to test this at the end. I want to make sure that everything is nice and assembled. Okay, this is the LED module. I'm going to put this aside for now. And I'm not going to be needing thermal paste anymore. You can put that away if you have thermal paste. I'm not going to be using the screwdriver anymore. I'm going to be putting it back into its box. The rest of these big ass screwdrivers. Take the other one as well. Put it back. No, this is not it. This is it. Okay. So when you're done, it's always good to empty your workbench when you're done with something. And that's why I have this secondary table. Okay, what's next, Catan? The switch section. Switch section is usually, one of the most simplest things to do. So we have two switches here. Two little doohickeys. Is anyone there or am I talking to myself? I'm sorry, I just keep on forgetting. Who's going to show their general some love? Show of hands. Yep. No one person. Okay. To be honest, I was expecting a much higher attendance, but that's okay. That's not a problem. It's a Monday. People are coming back from work. I don't think that. Okay. So these prongs on the left and right side that are not covered in the heat shrink are going to be cut off because I will not be needing them. They're kind of redundant to me. So I'm just going to angle that a little bit. That's not going to work. There we go. Just cut that off. Hey, turn on bin. Also, keep my iron clean. My couple pins out of the way. Set this here. Okay. All right. Right. They're rather soft, so you can cut them by length. There we go. This side here. Good. Same thing here. Cut off. Careful, in case one of those things fly into your eye. Okay, these are gone. Okay, I have two switches. One is going to be the main activation, and the other is going to be the auxiliary. I decided that the silver one is going to be activation, and the auxiliary is going to be the black one. Okay, let me just unthread these off. Okay. Now the color coding for this particular color that I want to go with is obviously this right here. Yellow is going to be negative, and purple is going to be positive for the activation, and orange is going to be positive for the auxiliary. So, what are we going to do? We're going to put these aside for now. Take a sip. Okay. Okay. Let's just take some of this off. Expose the sheathing off of the wire. Okay, let me just take this here. It's not too quiet for my taste. Right. This one here. It's just a little short. No, it's fine. All right, everyone. I'm going to take a quick minute for you guys to see my face. What I want to do is I just want to put just a little bit of background music because it's fine. Shit. Uh, I should just, just put something jazzy. That's what I decided to go with. Nice jazz. All right. Now let's get into the building mood. Okay. Switch section. Okay, guys. So let me just put this aside for now. Right. Switches also have a positive and negative prong to them. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be very careful with the positive and negative. That is. me just take this switch section aside for now. Negative. There we go. Or if I'm not sure and I can't see, which is second, obviously, I'm going to take it here so I can see what I'm doing. Positive, negative. There we go. Right. Where's my flux at? Just a dip into the flux. Take some of the solder right now. And take my iron. Okay. I'm not 100% happy with that, but I can always shrink it down. There you go. This is a perfect joint. This is a perfect joint. Flux always makes a difference, man. Okay, activation negative. Activation positive. All right, so damn it, I get excited. Small things in life, people. It's the small things in life. Okay. Same story here. Oh, we didn't put resistors on. That's not a problem. You can get away with greens. That's what I heard. Green LEDs and blues you can get away with. Ambers and reds are mandatory. There we go. Made it fall off because I wanted just a dip of solder, a proper dip, just a dip. Damn it, it's so hard when the wire is not also cooperating. Okay, is that cold? Nah, this one hot. Okay, we wired our what's it called, our activation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of heat shrink, and I think that this one is just a little too thick for it. I'm supposed to take this one. Let's try the smaller assortment first. Okay, I want to use this for example. Let me use my device here. Okay, feed this in here. Feed your wire. That's gonna work perfectly, actually. Not bad, hombre. And just tip of your eye. Okay, let me just. Yeah, got some solder on there. Excellent. Excellent. Apply exactly the same for positive. There we go. Feed it in. Push it all the way in. I think that this is coming on nicely. No, these resistors aren't 100% mandatory. I mean, you can put them on, and I kind of forgot them, but at the same time, I remember the team from the custom saber shop telling me that you can get away with non-resistoring green LED dyes, but if you're going to go with like something with a yellowish hue, like an amber or something, it's best that you put a resistor, for example. And your reds, you cannot not resist your reds. Okay, switch number one, ready, putting it aside. And the same story applies here. Okay, go. Should I do it this way? No, I prefer it this way. Okay, so let me just get another piece of heat shrink ready. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. I just knocked you guys out. All right, guys, who's still there? Oh yeah, thank you. Right, peeps, I see three people. Hello, thank you. Whoever is new here, I want to say thank you for dropping by and tell me what did you guys think of Celebration. Okay, so let us continue. Let us continue to solder this up. Okay, my friend. And okay, first wire. Thought I was going to be needing my helping hands a lot more for this. This is personal growth, people, because I always use my helping hands like to even pour me coffee. Okay, this is tinned. Okay, wait. Not 100%. Always make it 100%. Like, look. Okay, it's neat. Actually, it's good. Huh. You're learning, Catan. You're learning, kid. You're learning well. Why, thank you. Where did I start this on? Wow. I have a pretty good instinct because I did not see where I was soldering that, and I'm like, this is the positive. This is the positive, people. So, yeah, positive things looks like they are going to be going under positive headings. Right. Also, shout out to Yogi, Stephanie Kenobi, for um, helping me promote my build on Twitter. And she's done an amazing job. She's an amazing mod at Geeks and Gamers with Ruth. And okay, I'm going to take this time to say a huge thank you to this community for being so great, treating its members amazingly. Come on, you just need the proper angle, man. See, that would have been ideal if you just slipped down, just. Gah. Okay, you see, the joint works, but it's kind of skewed. But I don't think that that's 100% a problem. Okay, this little doohickey is. Let me just straighten this out. All right, guys. Heat shrink. Damn it. Okay, heat shrink. Y'all know the deal. This one's blue. Do you know why? Because I'm not using. I'm not going to use a whole lot of blue in this build, so I'm like, just give me a chance. Snug fit, but we made it. Okay. If it's a snug fit, usually you do not need to shrink it there. Otherwise, it's going to melt and pop on the other side. What you do want, and what the primary um, thing that heat shrink is supposed to do, is kind of wrap around the wire. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So today, my best friend of 11 years decided to stop by and say hello. I hadn't seen him in what, like almost a year, and he came to me and he said he's getting married, man. And he's like, "So what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm building my lightsaber, dude." I'm like, amazing things are happening for me right now, and 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 yeah, and then I went and I cried out of joy because I got a lightsaber and he doesn't. I got three. This is my third personal one. If my sister gave me back my Ahsoka one, I'd have four. Little thief. She's like, Toka's a girl. You don't need a girl's lightsaber. Anyway. I love this chill music. All right. Switch number two. Nice and solid. Let's just put this aside for now. Okay. What else are we going to be doing right here now? I think that it's best that we do the speaker, but we can do this so we can finish because we've got these two nuts. These nuts. Okay, I'm sorry. Very bad pun. We're going to take these and we're going to feed them in the switch. It doesn't really matter where I angle it at. So yeah. Let me just take this like this. Like this. Close, 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 close. Okay, it's just sitting just flush. I think it's going to work. That means I should have. Yeah, let me just. The reason why I'm pulling this out is because I'm going to need to put that nut inside first. These are retention nuts. But I'm going to apply just a little bit of glue so that I'm sure that these, just like that. And you just hold it. Just want to be able to catch an angle where I can thread this. Come on. So yeah, my best friend, he's getting married. And I wish him all the best because he's been with this girl for a very long time. He's been together with her for 8 years. She also hates my guts. No, I'm just kidding. But the more fun the guy is, yeah, the more likely his girlfriend is to hate you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just messing with you people. I think that that's not going anywhere. Okay, let me just show that. Pushing that nut as hard as I can. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to stick some E6000 at the base of that nut. E6000, man, got me through my first graphics build. Okay. Oh yeah, that's some nice music right there. Saber and chill, baby. Oh yeah. Basically, just apply it at the base of the thread so that this doesn't come apart. Because I don't want to have glue on this side, because it's going to get all sticky and tacky, and I don't want that to happen. Right. It's beautiful. Okay. So that's that. Yeah. Wait. Let's angle this at this side. Because I'm going to tell you why. So, yeah. What I want to do specifically is angle it like that so that the wires can feed. Hey. Hey! Just aqui. Amor. Dois. Oh. Okay. Man. Now I understand why people say the word driving me nuts. And I'm not joking. This isn't a pun. Damn, you stupid iron, you stupid kids. So, yeah. Before I tighten that bolt down, not down, I'm going to feed these wires through here. Nice and easy. There we go. Oh man, that's it. That's it's the small things in life. Perfect. I can hear someone say, huh, that's what she said. All right. All right, people. This is Master Kid Fisto. The spark of his youth. Your favorite Norderland from Glianzel. Terrible impression, man. And people will be like, you'd think a Jedi building his lightsaber would be more harmonious. This guy's just putting jazz and chilling. Talking to himself. Alright. The good thing with E6000 is that if you want to take the glue off, all you have to do is just apply rubbing alcohol. And there you have it, people. The switch section. Perfect. So I'm going to put this aside for now. Take another sip. Cheers, everyone. Do you know what? I don't think that we can go wrong by resistoring these two. But I guess I'll do that at the end. Because, yeah. Okay. What is left? The speaker. Okay, so the speaker is going to sit this way. And the soundboard's right going to be about right here. So I think that this length is none. I want to see if I'm going to have to angle it on the inside. And I think that the inside is a better idea. Okay, so next up is our speaker. What I'm doing is basically I'm just soldering up things that need to be soldered. Okay. Okay. Just listen to the music. Just chill. Chill, man. Because the hardest has yet to come, and that's the battery and the recharge port. And I'm going to show you why. Okay. Sheath off. This one. And damn, these pliers are veterans, man. Okay. Dip this one in wire. Dip this one in wire. And just hang him like that. Clean my iron. Flux it up just a bit, just the tip. Put this back here. This clip can also go here. Okay. Continue your wires. Okay, nice and tinned. This one's been nice, pre-tinned already. So simple, so easy, so elegant. Speakers are always the easiest for me because they've been pre-tinned properly. That's why. Come on, kid. There we go. Hey, perfect. All right, now these are going to be fed in like that. And let's just put the speaker on the side for now. Be very careful not to press the middle of the speaker because you might screw it up. Okay. All right, General. What else do you need? I need you, baby. I need you to get me that battery. Okay, batteries, very important. This is JST connected. If you have a JST connection and you do not want to solder it directly, that's okay. You're going to be needing some electrical or just any kind of tape so that the two wires do not touch. When they do, you're going to screw up the PCB board and this battery is going to be lost. So, recharge port. Let's do this nice and quick. Okay. I've already pre-cut the heat shrink that I'm going to be using. Okay, prongs. Positive, negative, wait, positive to battery and, yeah, and the board. Battery negative, board negative. Yep. Okay, but one of the things that I'm going to need to do is I want these prongs to be cut a little bit because they're going to take up too much space. Okay, like that. Prong, that, and finally the last one, the board negative right here. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to need to save up space because it's going to be a tight fit. Okay, let's see how my peeps are doing. Uh, yeah, I just checked it. Hey, Dawn, yeah, it's really good. I mean, like he's been on and off with this girl for some time, and he came to me, and he was really happy. I mean, I was genuinely happy to see that he was doing okay. So right here, I think I want to use my helping hands. I open. Okay, let's just do this. Put it this way. Okay. Or you can put it on the Yuki. Depends on what's easier. I think I'm going to roll it here for the two positive prongs. Two positive arrets. Okay. I have two red wires here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the good old sheath and twist. Sheath and twist. Nice. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to dip these into some flux and flux. Okay. Okay, so let me just take this side right here. The reason I kind of cut it kind of short is because usually when you cut off some sheathing, some of the sheathing gets melted at the base of the exposed wire. So, okay, and I needed it to be that much, and I'll explain to you guys in a second because it's going to be much easier to twist the wires. Okay, let's put this aside. By the way, I'm a little more chill. I'm not as stressed. Right. Also, a lot of people prefer to twist their wires when they're done, like the switch section, so that it can be nice and neat. But I don't. And I'm going to explain that why in a sec. So yeah, these two red wires are exposed, and what you have to do right now is basically just do the twist. All right. So this has been twisted right now, nicely. I'm going to apply a fairly big glob of solder onto it. Ah, not twisted. All right. I'm a little better at tinning and soldering wires right now compared to last time. Okay, that's perfect. That is actually perfect. I thought I was going to need to cut this off, but by the looks of things, I won't have to. Okay, let's just angle this over here and make this nice and just all right. Come on, man. Sorry I had to do this on a Monday, guys, but it came today and I couldn't wait. It's gonna have replay value. You guys can catch it later. There we go. Should have tinned. I should have tinned this a little bit. All right, let's test the recharge port. Oh, excellent. It's a nice joint. We're gonna feed the red heat shrink right now. Oh, wrong way. So that. Basically, apply test. Nice and shrunk. Very nice. I'm happy with this. Okay, this is the positive, uh, common positive, one for the board and one for the battery. Now I'm going to do the center one, which I know for a fact is the one that goes to the battery. This is the battery positive. Let me just flex this on the inside a bit, and there we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice tin. Yeah, very nice tin. Indeed. Okay, so here is the black that I'm going to be using. Okay, excellent. So we can make these ends meet. Guys, building your own lightsaber is kind of a rite of passage. Generally owning a lightsaber because okay, not everyone can build them. Salty Nerd said he's going to be making one. I think Obi-Wan Kenobi from episode 3. Uh, yeah, perfect. Always so pessimistic. Stick. That's on nicely. I'll take this. Man, I mean, like, if I had like another 5 lightsaber requests right now, back to back, um, I'd love to do it. Man, I'd love to take upon commissions and just basically do this for you people because it's a process that may be difficult. Okay, and my soldering is not like 100% professional per se, but I really enjoy what I'm doing, and it's something. There we go, nice and shrunk. Perfect. Something that I really enjoy doing. So almost done. Let me just check the comments. Live chat. Ah, okay. And the battery negative. Sorry, the board negative. Nice. Nice. Okay, now I think that things are going much smoother. Now I know how Ethan Van Sciver feels when he's doing Cyber Frog live. When he's basically doing what he loves and he's creating and he's interacting with people at the same time, showing his work firsthand. That's why I wanted to do this for you guys. I just wanted to show you, what my process is. Excellent. Stupid elevation. Ah. Now that is a perfect soldering joint. Told you I improved. It's just the LED tight space that kind of worries me at first. I should have gone with that last, man. Okay. So, recharge port. And let's start assembling this slowly but surely. Okay, this little plastic in here is the kill key, which means that it's going to cut power to the board so you're safe when you're soldering stuff. Also, when you're soldering your soundboard, make sure that your SD card is not inserted in. Okay, people, I think that we're ready to start slowly. We're in the end game now. Not quite, brother. You forgot your heat shrink. Okay. Nice and shrunk. Okay. What I want to do is take off this tiny retention nut, washer off, and put this in here. It's just gonna be just made it. You see, this is why I cut off those prongs. Because as you can see here, if those were sticking out, protruding outside of this part here when I'm pointing with my finger, it would have snagged into your tube and you would have had a problem. So now you can angle these, which is a nice thing. Okay, so let me just hold this down. I know how I want to angle these. So I was going to do it this way. Okay. Exactly like that. Then take your washer, take this, down, dummy. It's kind of see. This is a price that you pay for having huge fingers. Thanks, Dad. Come on, just popped out again. Okay. I'm going to angle it this way because I want my wires to feed through a specific channel. And I'm going to have to tighten this. Perfect. Let me just do this. Pull it down. I'm doing this is so I can have some resistance. Go right there, just like this. Okay. Battery. What the heck? Where's the battery? There it is, right in plain sight. Just flush. Okay, I'm gonna end this right here. And I'm going to feed black wire over here and into this channel. Nice and easy so it doesn't get snagged. Same diameter, there we go. And any of the two reds can go to either the battery or the board. It's up to you. Okay, so before I decide, what I'm going to do right now is just get these wires in there. Either red wire can go anywhere, it's not a problem. So one of these is obviously going to go through here. Okay, pull this nice tight inside here. And these two are going to be fed through this channel one at a time. Okay, you don't want them to twist. Okay, I'll take these, feed them through. Right channel. All right, there you have it. I want to see how my speaker is going to fit. That's the part that concerns me the most. Okay, where's that speaker? We're going to take the speaker right now. I'm going to feed it on the left. My right, your left. Feed it right here. I know it's a bundle of wires. It looks like a chaotic mess because it is. All right. Sure nothing is snagged. Okay. Okay. Before I go on, I'm going to take the battery out so I can make the chassis like this. Now the super glue. There's a problem with the super glue. I'm going to use E6000 again. Now on the base. $6,000 is very. Oh, come on. So that kind of works. Pull that together. Press it. It's not gonna sit. Careful not to press it in the middle. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Too much of a glob. Right. Can always trust some E6000. Okay, but if you've got super glue that works better than this, go for it. Okay, that's our speaker. Right? Everything is nice and wired up. Let me just, that's going to slide inside there. All right, guys. So what we want to do right now is close the E6000. And before I get onto my battery, I am going to take some double-sided adhesive tape. Check my guys. What are you guys saying? Pop Pop Culture PV. Thanks for dropping in, man. Yeah, this is complex. Look at all this wire. But Ray can fix everything. Ray's perfect. So thanks for dropping in, man. Um, let's sit this here. Let me get all of this over here. Okay. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking some double-sided adhesive tape, and we are going to take our soundboard. Now I want to see if I can solder on here. No, I'm going to pretend the soundboard. Let me put this chassis aside. Okay, put this on the helping hands here. Make sure you look twice while you grip. And there you have it. Okay, this is a Prism Soundboard 5.5. What I'm going to do is throw away some of this packaging away. Just, okay. Moment of truth. Am I going to screw this up now? We'll see. Start off with a clean slate. Okay, what do we have on this board? Speaker. Wait, I'll do the tip. Okay, tinned. Tinned. You can see my hand is trembling because I'm not. Damn it, man. Okay. Let's try this side now. I'm not hurting anything right here. Nice and firm. Okay, 3 LED pads. That's kind of daunting. Okay. Sorry if I'm shaking, but I can't get a proper angle here. My elbow has sucky support. I just can't position it properly. Damn it, man. Okay, perfect. And whew, activation. That activation pad in the middle is going to be the tricky part. Okay, I got it. All right. Awesome. Whew, guys, this was one of the hardest parts. Now, these little doohickeys over here, as you can see that I have not tinned, that still have the brass holes inside, are illuminated switches, which we're not going to be using. Essentially, illuminated switches is when the rings, you can see those inner rings within the switch, they light up. So yeah, I don't want to pimp my saber that much, but I do need a beer. Whew, this is stressful, man. You have no idea. I mean, this costs $115. If you screw it up, if you just hit the MCU, if you just hit anything else that you're not supposed to hit, you can screw this up, and it is stressful. Trust me. So, hey Stig, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, and if your hand is not in a if you don't have like the proper elevation right now, because I'm trying to show you guys what I'm also doing. I mean, like if I was by myself, I would have had things elevated like up to here, and it would have been that much of a problem. But right now, I'm trying to manage both things. But I think that I'm doing rather well. fairly well. I believe so. Okay, so um, with that being said, we can continue here. We can take some of this double-sided adhesive tape. We can remove it. Okay, where have I aimed this? Cut. Okay, we're going to take the bottom of the soundboard. Let's stick this here. I'm going to have to snip off this part. That's not going to be that much of a problem. Okay, now I need to angle this properly onto our chassis. Just take the scissors away. Last. There we go. All right. So, chassis, soundboard. We got this under control, dog. And the SD card around, I'd say here, so I can have SD card access. But this is going to be a problem for me because I'm going to have to cut it even more. This is a very tight fit, people. You're going to need all the room. Every square millimeter counts. Okay. Because we want to be able to put that SD card in there. Okay. Like there. Okay. We'll get the side of the tape off, and here we go. This, ladies and gentlemen, is fairly secure. All right. So what I'm going to start doing is I want to start soldering some pads here. First, what I want to do, yeah, I'm going to start soldering some things here. You know, speaker right here. Reason why we're angling them like this is because we want SD card access, but they have to go through the channel, otherwise they're going to be snagged. They have to go through these channels here. One speaker wire, two speaker wire. There we go. Oops. Now, to all the people that say that custom lightsabers are really expensive, I guess that you understand why. And imagine a professional sabersmith that has to build like 20 of these every day, like Shamim. This is not an easy process. Okay, speakers, some of them have a polarity. This kind of speaker does not have polarity, so we're good. We can solder any one of these two wires onto the speaker pad. Okay, let me just calculate. Let's give a little bit of girth there. Make sure. Okay. So speaker one, speaker two. Okay. Some of them just need extra trim. Just making an extra calculation here. Okay, I'm gonna cut that now. Sorry if I'm not going to be doing some talking here, but this needs some level of focus. Feel that you want to do them one by one, by all means, do that. Divot, just a bit of flux. Flux is always a good idea. Let me use plier here. Yep, that's how I'm going to go with it. I'm going to be using some pliers. Take that. Right, that's where I need you to be. There you go. It's on the board. First connection, everyone. Very exciting. If the two speaker pads touch, you'll get static. You'll get a. I know that from personal experience. It's trial and error, folks. All right, let's do the same thing for the second one. First of all, let's just take a moment to clear our minds. Take a sip. Cheers, everyone. Let's just see right here. Speaker done. See what you guys are doing. I mean, this is one of the instances where just a little bit of beer helps with, calming down and focusing. Okay, so yeah, let me just get another part here. Right. Dip this into some flux. Okay. Then some solder. Okay. That's tinned. Excellent. Speakers done, and a pretty nice um, solder joint right there. I'm really happy with this so far, how it's progressing. So speakers done. Okay, positive and negative to the board and the battery. Okay. Okay, what else do we have in here? Let me just make a few crude calculations here. This is the part where you start trimming your wire and you get, it's much easier for you to focus. I think I cut it prematurely. Nah, we're good. Okay, negative to the board. Okay. Very little sheathing came off. All right, but that's not a problem because um we can use it to kind of scorch it off. Spray it there with a bit of flux. There we go. Okay, this brown wire is the negative to the board. So it's gonna go right just here. Before I pinch it down, I'm going to my bit of solder. Okay. Right, I think we can do this. Guys, it's a solid connection. I'm really happy with how this is going. Let me just continue a bit of this. There we go. We also have a positive red to the board pin. My last build was when I was soldering things to the nano biscotti on my Graflex, for instance. It was kind of sloppy in a sense that you know I left too much wire, too much flak in there. Right. Let's get this done. reflex. All right. Okay, this has been tinned. What I'm going to do, this has to be the best wiring I've done so far. The curse of being a lefty. All right. Let's just pinch that down a little bit. There we have it. So far, so good. This is the tightest soldering I've done. I'm not to pat myself on the back, but I'm really proud of myself. Just nice and tight, no, not too much loose ends and stuff. So, okay, now let's do the battery. Okay, let's put this aside for now, and let me just explain to you how the battery works and is supposed to work. Okay, first of all, let's see how much. Let's cut all this to here. These wires in the chassis. All right, and let's feed this wire inside. There we go. So we can have some order. No wire sticking out, nothing. Okay, so battery is going to go obviously this way. Should I do it like this? I guess that could work. Okay. When, let me take this aside. Okay, no solder, nothing. This is very important when you're soldering the battery and it has a JST connection. Let's keep this here for now. Okay, when you're doing these two, you want to do one wire at a time. Okay, I'm going to take the positive out first. Okay, that's snipped. That's done. Okay, do not, and I repeat, do not F around with the wire. Okay, it's not electrical tape, but it's better than no tape. Okay, and then you can do the second one. Now you're safe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this JST connection, throw it away, take this here for now, shove my battery in here, solder this nice and flush. Okay, press it in, get it all nice and tight in here. Okay. Okay. As you can see, I'm shortening these connections here. I shorten this one too. I'm gonna give a little bit of wiggle room to this battery. Okay. This is 20 gauge wire. This is kind of thick. So I'm going to do this about here. Pre-tin this. This is a big wire. This is going to need some more. Okay. Okay. So this heat shrink in here. Section. Hey, Mom, look, no helping hands. How funny would it be if this thing exploded in my face? It would, because I'm a toxic male. Toxic white male. Now I wish I had a third hand. I have a helping hand. Multi-nine. Look at this. Doesn't want to stand still. Right there. It's the best I can do, even with what I have. All right. Shrink this down. Clean my sponge because it's full of solder. Right. First connection is on. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna angle this, chill, take a sip. Okay. Oh, it's almost daytime outside. Man, this build is making me feel alive. Okay, let's take off the electrical tape off. Where do you want these two to meet? I want them to meet right here. Take another piece of some heat shrink. My hands are jittery. Exactly that. Okay. Now be very careful because when these two are connected and you take off your kill key, this thing is live. Which do I want to just cut it here then? Check the comments. Is anybody there? Okay. Hey, Flipped Out's here. Woo! Hey, man. Dude, I'm really glad that you managed to get on this. Okay, so Flipped Out's in the house, y'all. Okay, let's just put this heat shrink in here. And so far, so good. We're almost done with the battery, and all we have to do is connect the LED, the switches, and this lightsaber theoretically shouldn't blow up my stupid face. Ah, this is too thick. That's what she said. Boom! No, she never said that. Okay, let us tin these. Oh, Flip, you have no idea how happy I am, man. Looks like I'm gonna pull out an all-nighter and I'm gonna go straight to work. Not exactly work. More like chores. Like I'm running errands and chores right now to keep this house running. Okay, tinned. Okay, that's nice and tinned. Let's just make this a snug little fit, shall we? Yes, sir. Any whereabouts in General Catan? Sir, it's reported that General Catan was reconstructing his lightsaber. By the Force, those clankers don't stand a chance. Oh, come on. Right. Right. Now, all I have to do is just was against that. Since I got just a touch. All right. Hey, you know what would be a funny but also sick joke at the same time? If a girl, if you're an electrician, right, and the girl ever tells you, "Did you bring protection?" You can just bring her some heat trick and be like, "Oh hell yeah." Okay, I'm sorry, I'm stopping. Okay, okay. Now what you can do, if you feel that you want that to stay nice and snug, just off the top of my head, just put a little bit of tape there, and there you have it. Terrible Scottish accent, I say. But I made my point. Where is it Irish? I'm not sure. Cannot discern your people. Maybe it's Scottish. I'm not sure. We're almost done, Mon. Okay. Let's just test this, shall we? Make sure that everything is nice and not touching anything. Come on. No. Oh, angled it. Just move this just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna make it fit. Or I'm gonna throw a pissy fit. Yep, okay, we moved it. It's going to fit. Okay, let's just thread this thing together. No, let's just keep this there. Now let's take the switch section of the saber. What the hell is this? Yeah, Windows like, you want to start the computer now? I'm like, shut up. Restart. Later. Right now I'm working. Okay, switch section. Take this and feed this through this. Boy, I'm going to be really upset if this doesn't fit because apparently They have adapted this so that it can fit. But hey, that's just a theory. Okay, there we go. Come on, on. Right. Let's put this aside for now. And let me just pop this off. Whoa. Okay. All right. And here, somewhere in here, is the retention screw. I guess this is it. Okay, like that. Before we continue with any of this, we want what you really want to do. Okay, what I want to do is I want to take. I'm gonna solder these resistors. You know, just for kicks and giggles. Okay, just for giggles. Okay. So far, so good. And I'm going to take them apart. Do them one at a time. All right. Prongs off, which I shouldn't have done, because well. And you can basically cut it at any length. I'm gonna do it like around here. What I'm gonna do. Hey, I got a joke for Flip. Wait, I have to see if it's still in the chat. Hey, Flip, what can you say? Uh, Flip, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, like a highlight thing. That would be cool. Thanks, man. Like a highlights session. That would be cool. I would be more focused. So, Flip, get this. What do you call? What can you? Wait. Damn it! I brain farted. Okay, what can a prostitute say that you can also say? Not in the Navy exactly, but when you're working for, um, when you're basically like a ship captain. Want me to give it a little tug? Oh, terribly dated humor. Just stick to building lightsabers, Katon. Let Flip be funny. Okay, I got it, Jit. Damn. Okay. All right, baby. So where were we? Let's just put this chassis aside. It looks gorgeous. It looks wonderful. I don't want to brag, but kudos to me. I'm a humble man like that, but not as humble as Uncle Ethan, because I'm missing the charming and eloquent part. And Uncle E, he's all about that humility, man. Okay, let's just put this aside for now. Okay, I know, Flip. I know the joke sucked. I'm sorry. It sounded good in my head. Yeah, I know. Look, it's good to be honest. It would be better. It's better than you saying, "Oh no, dude, you're funny." This guy sucks. Okay. Let's continue the process. Put this guy over here. My soldering iron is going to destroy itself completely. Okay. See, this is why you should never cut the prongs first. Okay. Where's the scissors? Take the scissors and cut the remains. Okay, just take this, cut it off. Okay. Right. There you go. Nice and resistant, sir. Let's just get some heat shrink. I'm just a colorful person. Just some more heat shrink. Might. Mind, hold on. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to tin this. That was a success. Okay. So I'm like, if I don't do this now, I would have bought those resistors for nothing. Sometimes it has to do with the quality of the heat shrink that you have. This heat shrink is fucking amazing. So what am I supposed to do now? I don't know where to look. Search your feelings, Obi-Wan, and find him you will. Where the fuck are my scissors? There you go. There are your scissors. I talk too much when I'm creating. All right. Tinning the resistor, tinning the wire, putting these two together. Now again, for greens, retarded. This is the most retarded soldering iron I've ever owned in my life. Okay. Resistor number one. Come on down. Okay. Resistor these. And for extra strength and protection, I'm going to add one, just an extra chunk. And essentially, I'm just shrinking the sheet, shrinking the shrink. Right, that one's ready. We're going to apply the same principle for the second one. All right, just like this. Just cut the one side off. This. Wow. Wait. Life is like toilet paper. You're either on a roll or taking shit from some asshole. Oh man. Um. Chances are you have. Awesome. Damn it, Flip. Damn it. I wish I was as funny as you, man. All right, come on. Let us continue with this build. I will finish what you started. Okay, that is a nice tin. And again, just take this bundle of wires. Almost. Could you imagine what a goof I would be if I accidentally snagged all the wires together? And now, okay, let's test that nice and strong. Oh shit. Right. Okay, and the same story applies to the other side. Okay. Right. Let's dip this into some flux. Okay. Up here for good luck. Right. Oh, before I forget, never forget your heat shrink. Otherwise, you're going to be kicking yourself. Right, just put that in there. That's what she said. Right. Right. Next resistor. And we're done. Okay, partly done. Let me just feed this right here. So slowly. And okay, it's time to start feeding things through. This is where this is going to sit just like that. Punch that down. I think that's seen properly. And that's nice and tightened. All right. The LED is going to sit here, which means that the blade is going to be right here. Let's just put this blade plug right over here. See if this is going to work. I don't have anything else for my bench. Okay, now let's do the hard part. Feed all of these wires through here. Right. Okay, one of them didn't make it. Let's take this aside. All right. Then we thread this together. Okay. And everything has been fed through here. Right. Let me see. Give all of this some leeway up to here, and I'm going to be cutting the rest off. That way things are a little more tidier. Okay. One of the things that I'd like to do everything here for just for the sake of being nice and tidy. Okay, so what's first? Okay. These two yellows are the negatives of the switch. They're both going to be soldered onto. First of all, let's just make this a lot easier on ourselves. Okay. Just nice and clean. Auxiliary positive. Integration positive. LED negative. Oh man. I just realized something, but it's not that much of an issue. Okay. Okay. Maybe I should bring this in here for some help. Okay. Can I use some elevation? Maybe like up to here. Could I use a miracle? That too? Nah. Something to keep it nice and stable, damn it. Okay, but anyway, let's do this. Two yellows. Oh, shit. Okay, if twisting doesn't work, right, we're in the home stretch, guys. We're almost done, I promise. Right. And put the scissors. Come on, man. Okay. These are the two common negatives that are going to go on the G and D pan right here. So that's why I need elevation, but not so much. Ah, come on, man. Right. Clean this up. What's that? No. Damn it. Not helping at all. Oh, maybe bringing it closer did. No, it's too high. Come on, man. Something just to hold it like that. Mm, mm. Sorry about that, guys. Don't you just hate it when your saber's a prick? Right, let's see. Solid. Now that it's just stuck there, I just want to dab it in a little. Ah, right now it looks like a dog's breakfast. Couldn't just leave it the way it was, couldn't you, Qatar? Okay, now I'm happy. Okay, nothing is touching. Damn, my music's over, and that's a 2-hour thing. How long have I been at this? Jesus. Okay, auxiliaries next. Back those helping hands. I don't need these pliers anymore. I think I'm done. The auxiliary one's going to be a little tricky. I have just the idea. Get what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to angle this. Go. I'll make sure that those two don't touch. See any such evidence. Right. Activation. Actually, no, I don't need. Right. And this lightsaber, specifically this one, is an asshole. Angle that. Hold it right there. Go. Activation is soldered. I didn't hit the MCU too many times. Next. Okay, I think I have another 4 to go. The fourth one is the positive that we didn't even unsheath, which is stupid. All right, that looks okay. That one is the one that needs to go the furthest. But reach. Won't. We need an extension. Yes, we do. Just needs more time, more heat shrink, more everything. Damn it. But it's okay. Now I'm just getting a little, just a little frustrated. That's all. Basically, I need the helping hands from this side now, and it's getting a little frustrating. I'm sorry for this, guys. My iron is acting all stupid again. All right. Now it's better. So now I'm a little more focused. Right. Right. Now let's take said red wire. Red wire. Terrible jokes again. All right. I'm still there. Damn. It's almost. Hi, Tim Christ. Yeah, I get it. It's almost a Tuesday for you guys over there. No, it's almost. Wait. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tuesday for me too. And thanks for your compliment. I try. Was close. Close. I was very close. Whew. Right. Time for the greens. So okay, let's tin them. Stupid. Sorry. Wait. These are the final three connections. See if this is going to work. Trying to do the best I can with the angles I got. Just this always have to happen this way. Right. Trying to balance all of this together, trust me, it's a huge challenge. Right. Last one. Right. Last connection. Last connection. Gotta place again. Last connection. Okay, this is done. Let's see if this works. No power. Oh, damn. I must have done something wrong. I don't get it. I just soldered everything. Let me just. Did I miss? I think that's this part. I think that's this last part here. It's giving me trouble. I don't get it. That's a disappointment. Oh, wait. No. Wait, I think I know. Sorry, guys. I panicked there. We didn't install the SD card at all. This is going to be tricky because it wants to get out. Damn it. Sorry, I thought for a moment that I might have, like screwed something up in there, but it appears it was just the SD card that hadn't been installed. This is possibly the trickiest part of this build. All right, sorry about that. I'm just gonna have to. All right, let's try this, please. Oh, yeah, I kind of fucked up my card. Yeah, my card is kind of. This is the weapon of the Jedi Knight. I need to reconfigure my card. May the Force, I shall do what I must. This is the weapon of the Jedi Knight. Sorry, guys. I think that there's a problem with my SD card. This has happened before. The build is done. Everything is wired properly. So I'm just gonna have to take this into the shop, just check it out, and when I'm done, I'm gonna make a separate video. Thank you guys for watching so far. This is nothing that can't be fixed. It has happened once or twice. Maybe some of the connections haven't been done properly. I'm gonna run a diagnosis, and when I'm done, I'm gonna let you guys know. So until then, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.